can't now say they are doing everything thinking that they are going to provoke the one. We've now the people that are the managers of Kennedy. What the candidates are about, I don't want to strengthen his weakness. All of his weakness. Now we are able to complement his weakness by managing him well. They believe that all of school team Kennedy. And at Kennedy, 80 years now. So we have decided to manage the man and these kind of things. Level.
Chaban Kwesiboku, did I hear you right? As a man I can't say, I say, lawyer Thatcher, our co-school check Kennedy. But Kennedy is well to do more than lawyer Thatcher, and because of that, is that what you said?
If you are talking like, if you narrow the narrative to, and I will be in school, and will be emotional way, so I'm saying this because the kind of achievement let's put on paper or record, the kind of people Kennedy has created jobs for. Why do we put people in parliament? Why do we put people in politics? Don't know and don't make debate on this line. Then Governor Kataro, and if I know already, we need to have I'm going to be surprised on non-government consensus because Kennedy is a consensus. So what are you doing? This is the man who will be able to touch the 275 consensus of Ghana. Every consensus he can point what he has done or what he wants to do there. Let's come and let's go on that argument and stop this emotional one. At the end of the day, academia, the end of the day, Senior position 41%.
Chaban Kwesiboku, we want to say a big thank you.
Media, Steve Kennedy is not ready to listen to those of Nyamano. Yeah, and perhaps the issue on the table is that in Ghana, the problem is that in Kuala Lumpur, crime rate is increasing because of unemployment. Kennedy see he can be able to. Galamsey, I will stop him. Why are people still going to Galamsey? Because there's no jobs. And Kennedy says he's the only person who can stop this thing by creating alternative jobs. Among the kind of jobs they can create, how many jobs they can create in 4 years. But someone is emotional one. This particular million are not working. The minister had $5 million over trading. And I let them that they knew that the project was bad and this. His name also came up with the issue. And now who's not going to talk about that here? The NDC government managing the economy has done better than them. And we need somebody and then home to follow the economy pattern and also because the fact is here, that's about the other. I've never got it done. Or the dollar again is here. Or the first dollar was 70 million. Or the other and I don't see a coupon. Papa didn't know, the other coupon. Is that what they're saying? So for me, if Papa Kennedy is focused, he has a message, he knows what he's telling the people. Delegates want job, the people of Ghana want job. And he's saying that I'll give you job, evidence based. My year be done, I'm going to tell you, and yeah, they found they asked the 1 year, no, you want them there. And the other, they know what I did. Kennedy will now have to come and respond to this one. Catch up with the community,
Alright, we want to wish you and your team very well. I was for Chairman Kwesiboku, MPP Chairman for Tema West constituency, and a campaign coordinator for Kennedy Japan Greater Accra region. Live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. But I mean, cow, sir. SOMPA Obi Bas, Yamia Dumwa, a Friday, away Nimwi, Ochinechia, Yadi Yanibachre, a Catamanto Foy. The Akacha Mujara say, Yababa Mwaswe ye. Yababa Mwakachi, Yababa baby Amudi Jano, na Yenwaba Shia Boom, and Kai said Dano, a Fiara 38th of November 2025. Now Yabakan ye 6 o'clock news, our Cantamanto. Yeah, we are the sports at Trouble so and which Ghana Today ever feature. After that program, that Prophet Dr. Kofi Oduro at the first SOMPA service at Twaswo. Now Omuya, now we are Premutrubeka Cassiaboro, and also now Edia Brebo. Now Mobrowa so ebe twaso yewia na kobla abochi aka prof minima poundful na yeso ye trase na ye for God and country jubedie no e de abrem when share so dano Friday 28th of November 2025 time 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Kantamanto Jomwada Yebeshiada Kaisa is going to be live, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be full of energy. There will be lots of giveaways. Yabacha Chede Bebre, and Jibia Wobia Utiebe Nevi, Kaisa, SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country and other programs. You better watch it be and to modern the na bra sada no I feel that now what I say ya toothpaste and ya toothbrush. Time herbal mixture, Bell Beverages, 21st Clinic, and a multiple quest. The Jumadi oversaw young Shemu and I say, over sponsoring number over to your phrases. So I 054 75 48 538 05475 48538. Not just a Jumadi over the Kaho Amanaye. That's a channel to be say Electroland Ghana Limited, the home of quality electronics. A hona kwa electronics are papa. Say a NASCO, say a media, say a Samsung, say a TCL product. Bia upe biara. For the chile a Electroland Ghana Limited. TV down here now, air condition, washing machine, fridges, rice cookers, kettle. Any dia kaka hunyinano. Why you would have to go Ebusia? Electroland Ghana Limited. Now, Uchamecha Quang, Credi moi. Bombarding Napa with the tray, a dental barrier, Dansuman runabout, industrial area, any Malcolm Plus Redemption anymore, or more office. I was Signori Mankesim, Kepco, Stakradi, and Tamale. Nasakai, you say, we were the check Kumasia, Obehuamo, Cassie Junction, Tech Junction, so Kumas, or Techimana, Ebusia, bombarding Napa with the tray, a Kumasi station in Changhua. Obetimene Electroland for Edding Como on 0245 94 9495 0245 949495 and no ukwa me batoni Electroland for ebedi shebo na wie me onkomo minimo eba bedi ene awie na enkomo no fa eye yabamboden akọ eye Food and Drugs Authority for na yene wona edi nkomo na your Richard Abrokwa ewofie ha so na Samuel Agri also eba be cancer. But before that no me pese yekotie eye adwede ho enkrato na ye ba na ye disan komoyi edi abre ye detiefo a wo mutie yen Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country. Ti aba ye twan ho abasisia
Techimano foi Electroland abeja near the Munamuni Amapani Nanswabo. Wait ye Thursday ya 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front Kumasi Techiman Kwanaso.
Yedi Roma sorry dino and that's a backsword Nedia Nimshe.
Rabaja was Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any papa kahunina. Now when baby, Eddie count for Baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedi, it's your brother Tadie. Kahu na senya.
Want to mean Chenya Oba in the Pechemo and not dear bedachi. Now so, who beats me up one manena pomodin free more France. Jam Vita, the milk pap peppy, Ninu Trivi, aye, ye, Unquada, Ediania, aye, day na, and modia a woman of warm of frapomodi. I knew, in penny for swinging, Chopa. Mawopano apomodin, free more France. Jam Vita, go on to pray. Jam Vita, a delicious way to grow. FDA aji ejedi impratoyatum.
Sompa achedie
2025. Yabo.
Bible say, nyame sompa pani say, ubi ko nyanka ene ewisia mobo. Enuti na sompa 93.1 Kumase.
Sompa 106.1 Techiman.
90.7 Enkransa.
101.1 Takwa.
98.9 Sunyane.
Ana Sompa 106.5 Accra.
Yakabom se bronye yebema enisia ene ekranfo edidi na yanko ayetini age se wo beboa yen.
Enti say ya anwa emmo tin tomatoes ntade empaboa ye bia wa hyedada wonsan ehia enye ntade dada na emom de yebetime de ya che amano ayeye monfa meboa yen ne yafa mamobrofo ekunafo enyanka ne ewusia
ebusuafo yamfa ye ho hyem na propose prepa oboadu ponko mu yenyankopon obeyiye wiye sompa akyɛdeɛ ɛkunafo ɛne enyanka ne so wɔn bedidi sɛ yɛ sika fatu ahomatrofo yi so 0598559802 meeti mu biem 0598559802 edin a wɔso yɛ tara 1 media
anaasɛ blessed foster
branya bosome ne bɛbɔdwa trada na deɛ mode dom yɛn no yɛde ama ɛkunafo yi mo a moyɛ bi afie twɛ mu no emu adansedie deɛ mo a mo nim sompa akyɛdeɛ
2025 yabo yaba
Defense Clinic ayɛ sciatica expert sciatica no wo nerves na ɛwɔ wo to ase na ɛfa wo sire mu na ɛfa wo nansia besi ase hɔ no sɛ ho tekyema ɛno ɛne ɛfɛ ne sciatica na ɛtumi bubu wo to ase ka wo sɛ dwe wo sire mu wogye ho baabi a ɛnyɛ na ɛno na 21st Clinic ba yɛ adwuma pa wo mu yɛ nti abasobɔ ma gye no wɔ Ghana ha ɛne amono ne ɛnya asɛm ketewa wo mu gye international awards ahodoɔ wo mu gye local awards ahodoɔ na ano nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni baabi a gye 21st Clinic nkoa wo mu de bibiduro ɛna bɛsa o yare no masa de machine aka ho ɛya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de kɔ ne mama ade baako a wo ma gye din wo mu pa no ɛyɛ sciatica ɛna stroke nso de kɔ a diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha baabi a wo mu wɔ hɔ
Enkran ha sese ye wo Tantra Hill roundabout se wo free Enkran eba ye wo wonsa nifa so wo fra masaman so na eba nso a wonsa bonkum so ɛhɔ na wo behu ye
Fre 0540 311 0540 na 21st Clinic still wo mu ye sciatica expert
tontonte yenum nsane e fa adwen ne e fa adwen ampa se na nanu nim se bre bi beba ama tontina 74 opa ye ne simple T74 abeye aduru tontina 74 ana T74 asa twe ya dwene asina nanom dodo so se de na dodo bua ma nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tontina 74 ana T74 ebo nipadua no emo immune support enti obi onum bie no abre bia ne ho denden tontina 74 yi nso ya ye no se nsuo krokro wa kama enti ba bia wonam bia obetimi de wade akọ samene wa anka free na kroi eda no nko na wie ye wa bra mennom T74 se mennom tontina 74 menya hoɔden mennom ne da bia T74 yi eye hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama saa no T74 ahoɔden ne apomuden ko a wokɔ pharmacy ana ba bia to nro bia ubenya tontina 74 yi bia to T74 yi enye ma oba wa fa afuro ana obi a ɔma nufoɔ ana se obi a onya mfie dumienu eto phone frɛ 0501628931 and 0246073498 FDA agi adwagye nkratwe yi atom
Abusafo mama kwa baba SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country so there we remember the show is live on Facebook obetimi akọ SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra on our Facebook page. Tap on the live and you'll be a part of the show. Nakai sir, we are also live in Techiman our SOMPA 106.1 FM. Sasra do any takwa we are there on SOMPA 101.1 FM. So we do a multi TV decoder no so radio session no and also betimi abomoding follow the discussion over here. Maybe I do know there is a current issue bia ekoso ewo Ghana ha sanko mono eyadia ebi esipen na it's all about yenuanom a omo ye nkramofo a wo ko other Christian faith-based institutions say wo ko say school na Christian faith-based institutions no empese kramofo no ebeba say school yi enam sa kwene we 20 na brante bi a ye friend Sarfo Osman in the year 2024 December what the assembly ekodan Supreme Court what challenge Wesley College Senior High School religious policies sa lawsuit it has traveled for some time now restricting Muslim students from wearing wamu hijab no ne akomchina was omo ye wabra wamu ye Ramadan and observing the Islamic practices. Now asem we beto dwa no ye Attorney General Dominic Ayene are adding a voice to this particular issue. And of course per what he says and then say faith-based identity granted school the authority to set standards of conduct and religious practice on campus. And to only the Christian faith-based schools on the of Wasopa. But I don't know what the ruling would be will be coming out from the Supreme Court. But as we know, Wesley Girls College, it is not the first time. So I in AC. In the year 2021, a whole and Muslim student be all Wesley Girls High School. Na wabra a cramofo a ya come chino. A ya school penny for on say, Omuntiasia, Emma sa student no a ya come chenibi. We manako dani pinche, Emma Ghana ha na a platform bia so. But as some way no see, you know, a yadia Ghana Education Service for a Kasaye. Now then no more can here. But before the Ghana Education Service for can here made to Jano. During the Ramadan in 2021, Wesley Girls High School and other schools barred Muslim students from fasting. And now what was the reason? Wesley Girls High School, any other faith-based institutions, you know, and the Maya. As someone with the two Janada say, and Kolana Apomudin Tino, and Nikwan said, that was the reason Wesley Girls High School, any of those schools, you know, and the Maya. But what did the Ghana Education Service say? Ghana Education Service on May 1st, 2021, at the communique by I remember when I was the PR person for the Bunu East region, we received that communique and we circulated it in all our senior high schools. Emma Kramoni Bia Quine says, irrespective of school, obetimi ayedeng, ayena come to me. Now, I don't know why these issues keep up popping there and then. And you know, come away, no, idea you na yebisa and MD4B. But is it the only issue that has arisen before? Yanko Adisadel College. Yanko Adisadel College. In Adisadel College, you know, Assembly SU Adisadel College. Na idea na abrante bia no ye kramoni. Na sa abrante na de bia dano e wa Adisadel College, you know. Idea e was so called morning devotion. But one was in Kramo Sumuno, a man of crime and morning devotion, you know. We na a senior house master of Adisadel College. Now all Pamo Acodano and a Colano a reef from a third floor. Wabeshi from our woo ye. Yagina Ebeka in Achimota School in 2021. Two Rastafarians here, one more Asemu Eba ya no mu obusha dreadlocks e. One was Asembaye and also Ekosi saying. Anyway, ya kai etie for said. Sa Asemu no is being with us over the years. The National Peace Council was engaged in 2015 to mediate between stakeholders on religious tolerance in our schools. Religious tolerance in our schools. And Yebisa say, Sasemwino, Ekosi saying. This is a long-standing systemic issue in Ghana's mission schools. So today, most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jenfi, one no president, Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, na yeneno Eddie and Komo. But before that, Patrick, I say,
Prof,
God is good, it's well with us. Sure.
Middle of the week.
Yeah, middle of the week. And I trade the stuff, right?
Yeah, Akaka
and 9 November.
Yeah,
and 9 akano in some peace.
And open Madame for be frame was Ukuada is here, Ukuada dear, and Drew Quada.
Now be steady
for the past few months. Ukuada be in this year, the Ukuada do now I'm on Bible by a day. Any other days, Nina, but Yamisha Yeso, or boy of home buying.
Sure. So what do you make of these Christian faith-based schools? I all Ghana ha. One Emma and Cramofo, Emma and Bomuskumo, Embaye and Cramosamo.
Prof, Asemwe no. I say I can't for a baby ayabu. I say Konini Simbani besepa ni kodi haba o tase anu atase nyansa
nyansa kwan so
asem bi say o ka no waka no sebe nyansa kwan so na I asked some me experience be pen and I say my first cycle move pen there. My men can say your schools are horror. Mission schools any the abundance in your money. Now, question a bit can be sent past. What is the purpose for establishing those schools? That is question number one. Me school I'm in Price Senior High School and pass now, yeah, school no obiaba in Price Senior High School a Methodist school. I'm practicing Methodist doctrine in Yemanina. But this is what we're doing. Almost set a time war. Say a drew sad time now. We are Muslim Kobon Pie. We are Absu Apostolica or time in ye. We are Catholica or time in ye. And so there was a set up time a drew where all the denominations on campus a call sorry. And so nobody was restricted.
But so school now can was sabno. Na a faith-based institution. And I faith-based.
Methodist.
Methodist.
Methodist Senior High School is a Methodist.
I am Methodist school.
Yes, a Methodist school. Tony the line of Methodist doctrine. Matawati I said. And it's a set time now near Yatuhon. A drew one. Obia your classroom near locate every church. Obia Connie room.
Yeah, what was they are all canon. A community school, right?
That's right.
And price.
That's right. In price and high school. Yeah.
Okay. And you know, in price community Methodist for the CA.
A government school. In Kroma schools in Libya.
Yeah.
But they turned the line of
Methodism
doctrine. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean what be. In our schools, schools are here one. We have fully private mission schools.
Okay.
And then we have government assisted mission schools.
Okay.
And then we have the public secular schools.
Okay.
So these are the schools we have in the system.
Okay.
But now, my worry from the ministry, let us say, Argentina schools here, the faith, Christian faith-based schools, One must schools, who say, one, you were fully private mission schools. You were government assisted mission schools.
Okay.
You were public secular schools. So schools now you want. You Wesley girls. You St. Louis. So you the same school. But I can't say before faith-based schools.
Okay.
You come on Camela. These schools are Christian faith-based schools.
Okay.
So ukosha ayesa school no abakoseboa. Asoria na ewo ho no.
And it is
a school no.
Okay.
School like Mount Carmel Girls Senior High School. It is a government assisted public school. So Roman for no shasiye. Na wo shasiye no omo de doctrines no mo ntitiye and the shasiye. Na edu baby no. Adam mutu nsa fra aban say aban bra no meboa yen. And I kind of say, and we are government assisted mission schools. Okay. So when you look at schools like Wesley Girls, when you look at schools like St. Louis, your friend is secondary senior high school, when you look at Mount Carmel Girls Senior High Schools, all those schools are government assisted senior high schools. But meanwhile, they were birthed by a particular missionary.
Okay.
So what I say.
Okay.
Once during the colonial times, Wabra your friends abrofodo ba Ghana hanum. Omo buy no omo the education buy. Now omo the education and the buy no omo making sure say omo sisi schools bia omo dey promote omo fed omo religion. So what I say they are Roman for omo si school no. And to go Roman school we are den Hail Mary full of grace the Lord is with you. We are den obekan. So na uko Methodist institution Canticle 74 ubeto. So na uko any other school faith-based you will go taught way. But now the problem is that the government assisted senior high schools are faith-based. They be say no abaying say or yene deni. But you see that Ghana Education Service modern in the year 2021 Wabra sorry and a Ghana Education Service what about Abonten say school bia ewo Ghana ha ankramofo ekọ no omo respect the rights of nkramofo womo aye fasten no womo hwe na omo mu but I have a suggestion to make to the Ministry of Education. Okay. Most Reverend Kwesi Matthew Kwesi Jenfi, president of the Ghana Bishop Kali Conference. Most Reverend Yama Kwabo about SOMPA 106.5 for God and country soon they we.
Yo, Major Suat.
Me ba jona home to say.
Yes,
you are here, pa. In comedy, yes, I said, yeah. Now, you're the Hail Mary Bako, ever shas, yeah. But what did not from my some pair from a movie. You won't crying. You're for Hail Mary Bako, shas, you're for Hail Mary Bako,
Mo Mary, I don't, I did not kiss. But shall we have dear Jesus? Mary Kron, Yamini, Bompire, my end, Bonnefui. He say, any dogger, the big woo. Amen.
Amen, amen. You never was a part in the US watch a prayer. What the young Babedin come more. But and then come on, no, a year. The Christian faith-based institution, now, when them say Catholics for our Ghana have more schools be brave. Our Ghana have now. Say, come on, about that one and say other religious bodies, to be specific, with the Muslim institutions the Muslims are one more schools, you know. Yeah, besides say and come for the Bible school now. One more come some no dear. The Catholic Bishop Conference, ebe makwan ama Muslims, aba ya omukramo nyama ewo schools ni bi mu ana.
Ye di kane. Emetre wo se school enya sorry. School. Na mo school ko nso no. Asori ko ekna ho. Enti no Oba Shikwa Roma Shikua. You're a phantom. You are Butayanti, I teach. Ya Butayan, yes, no, near the iron share at the home. Ain't you Oba Shikua? Yes, Shana had the act to honor at the honor and no baby school. No, yes, the beer, sorry, yet, Daddy. I saw no yet be a crabby. Piano fire assembly ni abom pare na ya announcement na fe ye ko baby enti saw ya kremoni na oba ye mfa se Catholic school ya hwehwe se oso di bu onye anyi die be ma ye didie nyema bi oho a oye wo soma oya ontia ye didie dia be ma fa na mo waye e wo enrepam e school ne nhihye ye de etie na uko Muslim school bia Muslim for the bigidie on the bench here they be ahihye school no school na nyina du samre na to hon so ye Catholic ni na uko Muslim school a nka se wa kwa akotisa the bench here no ana bigidie die da bia akikire school wo ko bu na nitia enti uko ho ya be yo no aye school announce we come be shia ne ma te fie da ne ma ne be ba sori ne ma na be frewa on se okobi na mo Muslim fo no so te da su be ma pane be be ya wo ka le ko su gidie no o de be die no o tia be die no be ma kware na so ye de ibi sa ade no so tuki sa be pe no ti na ko ba te ubi a wo ye Muslim wa media ubam school yeni bingidiye ne yeni yamani irano ni be school no na mom chamenya mo zanem ba wo school dia awo se u bingidiye de tonchene won ji ne tonchene be di obe ya me mo le no me die no obeba aba be she wo chi she ya wa ye no na be na nyani ono nye tolerance and in your respect, and in your freedom. It's against the Constitution. Into Obin Chirame, she could be a part. I can be how your ceremony and I am woman into ya somewhere from school, and I am my and you did the one. You have not said you didn't entrust. It doesn't exist. It is thing that you are doing a young crophobium. Never said that day, but it is after a very year. So that is why we are very, very, at least I am disappointed by the statement made by the Minister of Education on the floor of Parliament on this issue. When even the Attorney General has also taken the key from the Memorandum of Understanding as how religious bodies, he was taking the fact as to religious tolerance and how it's going on. This is the lecture that I have to tell you.
And you know, some at that Wesley Girls High School now, what is the position of the Catholic Bishops' Conference?
My mention will be the school bar Ghana ha and yen in Cremufo, before, Methodist before Catholic school called Methodist, before they call Muslim school for Catholic schools. There has not been any conflict. So people on there where there have been any discrimination, where on Chile, baby, the other Muslims. School, now we will not allow you to practice your faith, especially on important occasions. It doesn't exist. Now, first the matter before the Wesley Girls there now working. Mami Chimo Katra, a headmistress. Now, Miami did that. They said they encourage before into your election come. And now headmistress in the office. Good. But there are school regulations. Young people of this age should not fast for extended period of time. They at the same time. They're trying to come. And you know why here I didn't propose you be there. It's all my bench in a common. That's the whole issue. Now, and the parliamentarians belong from the Muslim caucus. The coast was and then subsequently, even the matter attended by the court, Supreme Court. If you are a Christopher, Muslim form, Catholic form, Presby, Anglican, you win, say you will tell them. Tell your man for being there, so at them. Women, I am a Christian. You are a classic. You can hear a Muslim for, a Catholic for, Presby, Anglican. It is how you are Abban of Canada, yes, we are the far. Yet you and I will school. You are a classic. You are a share, Panadia, Muslim, or Catholic school. Catholic Nico Presby, Methodist or Anglican, we call Anna also school for. Or the Sarfo now, then school in the or the best passion, or your tolerance. Into a memorandum of understanding of religious tolerance in mission schools and private schools. Private schools now are purely private government in now that document in National Chief Imam Asane. The other Islamic body also Asana here, Catholic Bishops Conference, Yasana, Presbyterian National Chairman, Anglican Archbishop Asana, AMU Zion. Woman in Asana, this thing was signed 11th April. Now, Director General of the Ghana Education Service, or the signature trouble. This whole communication was facilitated by the National Peace Council. Now, in this document, I was said, Sarfo percent on the command. the headmaster or headmistress, to not prevent the child. But on my Akorano now for the more headmaster and head teacher, and I'm say, all the police sending man bench in a come. This is the BPR for the continuum by any year. The new headmaster and headmistress. It's there. So all you say, we are, who headmaster, we need to me be a say. Because we are on Cinecom. So this is an agreement and many other things. Agreement the year heads of religions, all the various religions that in school now. We have agreed upon that. We have signed it. The document that Director General of the Ghana Education Service, National Peace Council, has a copy. They facilitated it. So what is the problem again?
Obisa said, what is the problem again? There is one thing signing this kind of peace accord within the set of the religious bodies and then the Ghana Education Service. And there is another thing also implementing what is being enshrined in that document. There is an implementation problem of the decision that was arrived at that particular meeting, Anna.
I don't know, they say that is not being implemented on my evidence. Because this thing was 2025, 11th April. So, at the beginning of this academic year, these books have been given to all headmasters in our mission schools. And all schools, some Bar and at PTA meeting or whatsoever, they explain all of these things to the children in the schools about religious tolerance in the schools. It is a bit of honor, I would say. That memorandum school only so a Muslim school, so a Catholic school, so a Presby or Anglican. We should bring it to our notice.
All right, come on and tell you the Maminka for say your most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jenfi, President Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, and Meneno Edin Komono. Now, answer we know baby, no. If we talk about would be the Ministry of Education and for that matter, the Ghana Education Service on this particular issue.
Yeah, when the man on any accident, meaning answer say, yeah, can you a I was there, on the Ministry of Education, they will say, hey, yeah, sorry, near this school bar, Ghana, before independence. Yeah, Chira and Sana, Abane, even before independence, all started, so, or shot here, or boy, I said, you're very bit to Nipano, now that boy Ghana money. And that's a Gold Coast manager. It says that Muslims have been in Catholic schools. Catholics have been to Muslim schools. Presbyterians have been to Methodists. All over. Conflict is there anyhow. Conflict, there have not been any conflict. But statements now, or more they should know. So there's a difference. And Ministry of Education also make that difference very, very clear. We have schools started by the missions and the Muslims. They started with a philosophy, a purpose. Later, the government came in to assist. We call this government-assisted schools. It doesn't mean that it belongs to the government. We enter into partnership with our sisters to train people for the nation. And yet, you are sisters in Chino. You say, sir, you are coming to throw away our philosophy. It's to say, I have to who are artistic, it's where you need to make it like any other school. That one will not fly. It will not fly today, it will not fly anywhere. We obey laws, but we don't obey bad laws. We don't obey bad policies, no matter from whom it is coming. But they are very, very clear, as I'm saying, and they can verify it. if whoever says that he can remove our doctrine, our philosophy, our educational philosophy, our social teachings that help this thing from our education, remove them and bring all other things there so that there is nothing there. That is a bad law, a bad policy. And we don't follow bad laws and bad policy. One, it cannot agree. We enter into partnership. Not that you should come and take over and destroy everything that we have also established. No. So, offer Chimota, offer Green Memorial, don't stick to all these things that he's saying, and then you will see what really the school will become. And even the government school, you won't do that. Let alone schools that belong to the mission.
All right, most Reverend, you have covered it, but you have made your point, and I say, and secularize any of the mission schools, especially the Catholic schools. And that
is clear.
Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Genfi, President Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference, my last in the way say, Oma Hokwama Yenudin Kobo. You can only get this on For God and Country. For
God and Country, 106.5
FM. Yeah.
Reverend Akasa. Now, okay, I say, the fact that government is assisting us does not mean say our values and our doctrines, and I know the Emaso, Reverend Aka, and Yoma can, the no maka, but and some the doors, and some I think say the problem everyone say government be assist any there, not just say idea government ni per se oye no and no ye, but say almost who say schools no more establish na government be boy say yen no a doctrine bi and is say bi no dey establish school say no di kaka say no di kan di school e back keep course and not doctrine ni there enya dey on betimi attract
and also no all right, Patrick, my son, but I said one so Kasano, he was talking with vigor.
Oh yeah.
I said because Usha faith-based institutions now, she St. Louis, she Bishop Herman, she the faith-based institutions.
That's right.
She one more performance. Most of
those schools are in the category A schools. So
and I just want to beg to differ with what the minister is saying, but we shall come back to that. But now there is a conversation here we'd also have to attend to. Now, every year about fake products on the market. Consumer Protection Agency for Kase. Wamunye deng. Wamumomodeng na wamunye asheye. Ya etimemu for yebeku dwaman so yebeku akoto ade do. Yembo modeng na yenya asheye. Na asheye na wose yenya no bronya ye ebe. Obia enya asheye se okọ na okọ akwa kodi dwa. Onhwe ne ye na yamfa asokwa andanene achinchina. The sentino yensaka ora Richard Abrokwa, or head media relations unit from the Food and Drugs Authority. Many Richard Memakwaba.
Prof. Yeah.
Bibi aboko there.
Krista do me onye na bacho also.
But you look too good. Rasebal agree. The executive secretary the FDA. That what to say?
Food and beverage, not FDA.
Food and Beverages Association Ghana. I beg your pardon. It was a slip by Emma Kwaba. But I hear the last interview. Now you seem to be in agreement with what the president of the Catholic Bishop Conference was saying. On my
for years, this country has been founded on certain principles. Two main religions, the Muslim religion and then the Christian religion, before the other religions come. But we see all of us on the same platform. Now, Sisia no send the schools na akwaye cosmopolitan. Ubiaji ubiamba. irrespective of what religion that you belongs to. But Wakwala Anakos High School, the school principles, that is what you need to work with. You don't go, say Christian school, Muslim, you need to observe the Christian principles. Because then that school no conduct a chair. And now all Muslim schools are, say a Muslim school, Christian was in a court. Principles are that you follow.
You have to follow it.
But you don't get there and you try to change the school principles. And this is what the government ought to look at. Saying now, because there's also a foundation now, Omankasa, they've signed to HSA. We all agree to whatever condition that it is in the school. Intino will abide. But I'm saying, dress code in a problem in
the hijab.
We need to look at it.
The hijab.
Yes. For security reasons, you cannot cover your face and go to school. You need to open. No matter how you try to dress up. I say there should be fairness to recognize who is coming before you. Until you don't go there and then try to impose your own principles on the school. And I don't think it is right.
You don't think it's right?
Reverend, they cannot say, Omuna asset school from the beginning, and they know. And we know how our schools have become. Going down with the development conditions in this country, the schools are the problem. The way we teach our children in the school. So those principles, we need to change.
All right.
About how to train people towards economic growth. That is how we should look at. It shouldn't be say we are Christian schools, we have to train our children, and therefore we need to go that way. Because it does not help us over the years, and we need to look at how developments are going around the world and also adapt to certain changes.
All right, you want to take a bite on it? Okay, they also can be now young corny young concussion a year. In some consumer protection agency for the Ababetu or say, Bronya Bay, Yakoja Manswa, Yenya Sheye. Now, after year, I was in Yana that say, Impempi, no Bronya Bedua. A year, a month for Omoye Nipa Bon for a funny a coin be so at the air product we make Jamanswa and you're healthy for consumers. But Mamisha say from a year the FDA, Richard Abrokwa. How are you able to deal with such situations? But we also want to find out from you, sir, during festive occasions, FDA, munya reports of counterfeit products on our market, Anna.
For counterfeit products, for unregistered products, any other product, FDA engine to muno, idea. Brain running no ebi eba system nim go for boy amane ya so yekoyen various inspections any your various outings are you idea ye say abibia na bi for kwa bonten ko ye market surveillance but say babu na brim say anim say nipa do na be ton ade ntino afede nyina tie hugum ya administrative staff ya dio bia no jai say be nyina ba ko inspection just to make sure say niema na ebe ba nye papa na betumi amanu anu abrase enti ade a ekoso kofo bo amane ya nso ekodwa so ekohu bi ema yetu edi wada say ampane ma bi aba ye engine to mu FDA ankofo eton ne de enokresa
enokre na se moko dwama so na moko ye bo survey ni wi a what percentage of a product are currently in circulation e betimi akase no ade ehu pa until the chief for kudwaman so a omunye watchful.
In as much as said never be ho a engine to munum embro the FDA aja to munum. The only thing is that the engine to munum they usually make a lot of noise about it so come market now because only akwa buy him say ade engine to you but so turn in them not me fear kwanza se BBC until they make a lot of noise about it but I don't just say no doors so saying the yaja to munum. However, you best say, you could do you're careful. That is what the bottom line is.
And you know, Patch say, you could Jaman Sona, you shame you maybe a good form, near the Adoma Ginaso, near Wasu giddy, especially Bronya Bree, Ubakwana, Sanya Man, I was very careful.
Those are, when we said they are red flags.
Red flags.
Red flags, I say, na wo akoto ade no the because men for some koto yare ma ho the fact say ni pato gu so ayeto ni njeza koto bi hwe na hwe ni yie ansa wato so ade atoko nu adeko and ni pato antina also woto sometimes no mo jo no pon they don't even buying marketing tells us that nipa bi wo ho a omu se nipa nyina to gu bibi so a those who come to buy intino amasa ko pek va be just I said omu to ba me ya hin but on to into do no atona woko but they are still there. It is just a way of playing on your mind that nipa nyina atogu so ayeto then you also go join the fray then you buy it best way ye ko benya brei unim de oto dada buy those usual things.
Category of products where they are mostly affected when it comes to this counterfeit or fake products on the market.
Say okay, counterfeit and as a faker and they're very technical. That one means that the original is there. And now obi enam kuti kwan so ye bibia sure esse the original no and then the counterfeit. But usually those products we're talking about they may not be counterfeited, they may be unregistered.
Yes,
and your product are young found by FDA cry ya fa baby ni adiaba. So there are two different categories of products that can say the original. I say your SOMPA water.
Yeah.
Na ebia me te me baby mean ka company ne ho. Na me say go 420 no me so me ye bi dia frame. And you fake and as a counterfeit.
Sure.
But me Richard water. Na me found ko FDA cry ya ni unregistered. Usually, you know, around this time, more of the fake or the counterfeited ones because ABI pay a certain brand of rice, SOMPA rice.
Yeah.
Bring a banty, into one name say go for SOMPA rice at ono. Or more core ecosystem SOMPA rice ne bottom. No more dear mubia keke egum. Now, what do you say? Oh, yes.
Where SOMPA rice?
Exactly. Then it happens that way. So we must be careful about both unregistered and then the counterfeit one. Yes.
But you know, now I have a problem with FDA because what I'm saying, the consumer no the Food and Drugs Authority funds them. We don't see how regular are you on the market checking for these products.
Like I said earlier, they are very regular. There is no single day FDA for any juma juma. Ubusame bra penalty here on the is in the industry, so you know what I'm talking about. FDA does a lot of inspections every day. But first is bronya bremu say ya. Now the engineer the gym administrative we suspend our work. Then we join the force because himself the numbers no adosum. So for our regular checks we are always doing it. However, it looks like wo pe kwan boni bi sugu ayade no abibia no mo join kwan foforo so mo dey out wait system no because we say a kwan me so that sa na me etumi po bo man mu because he is so sure say at the port of entry no ye silly baby so how are they coming but obekor no you still find unregistered products, you still find all manner of products on the market and maybe I'm they will know how they do it, but for me, I get worried because sure say you block all the loopholes, but we still find them coming in.
All right, my big call Ura Samuel Agri and Cheng. One the executive secretary Food and Beverages Association of Ghana. Da ma yembisao say no me a consumer. Me ko dwaman so. E kwan ben na e wo se me fa so a nka say bia SOMPA rice ya me kwakotoi. Eno the original SOMPA rice. Na nya SOMPA rice bi obi hye bebi a waye. E kwan ben na en fa so.
Yo, me da se bebre. E kwan ni de e doso. We are consumer na se woko dwaso na woko dijwa. Say me brother kan unim ade a woto dada. Na unim nhyeso bi a eda ade a woto no. Na ebedu samre we won say nema bebre ne bebedwa so say free hin ebeba o say emfa ne free ankofo ba beton won hu bebi ade ko eba potin so ne da ba yes product because the demand no kosra eno na nkofo eno so omo hwe say amenye bibi emfa nye sika nti nneɛma yɛ tɔn no aya na yɛsɛ yɛtumi hu sɛ nhyɛnso bi a da saa adeɛ no so no ɛnsesa da nti no matter how a wobɛhu sɛ saa product mi kɔkɔtɔ product na nyɛ sɛ bi a nyɛ register yo nyɛma ɛwɔ kurom bebree na especially ɛfa memfa sɛ yɛyɛ nkurɔfoɔ mofa ɛde nneɛma bɛyi tɛm I make sure sɛ obi an register the product because FD wɔ hɔ a ɔmo so ɛhwɛ sɛ nneɛma no a wode aba no wobɛ register nsa wode ato kurom atɔn na wo a woyɛ consumer na wokɔ akɔtɔ no ɛdɛ difference na wobɛhu sɛ product we are register na
sɛ ɛnyɛ register
nti ya register no bɛhu sɛ bibi da ho a yɛde FDA number ato ho ebi wɔ hɔ no a FDA number ne ho nso wankasa woyɛ consumer no wofa product na wobɛhwɛ sɛ SOMPA product a register mɛkɔ online akɔhwɛ anaasɛ code bi a wobɛbɔ a wobɛhu sɛ the product we amefai code we HSL product na register
na me sabre me ko market akwakoto ade nipa bebre gu product no so afen na wo se me ko sa checks no
emri bi na me wo program bi ase na kwimo da bi kan se hwe wo kwa akoto nneama na se wanya hwe yi a wo di sika beto yare akofie eden ntino kan sa esansa nneama na wo kwa akoto wo se nneama be bi egu na enye nso wo se meto esansa ne bo no wo fom sa SOMPA rice here 100 cedis na omo announce say ye promotion into kodwoma obenya SOMPA rice 50 cedis ato na so okona say mo no ye SOMPA rice 50 cedis a identity is out
e was a one kakra
na den na nkofo yi omo mo yi ate so sa intentem na say number bi wo so a obehwe number no ana obebisa bibia woto free ni say adan nkofo promotion bi na mo ye ana say eden enye say ne bo na akofo mo ye fofufu ntini okwakoto Debbie, Okono Koto Bibi settlementos, Becono, a more baby, a big bucket him, a shishan fine, a biso egu form, a biso apro. Inti, Nina, it is you, Niapro, no, it is cinche, and can't just say a ton. And so Okono catch any panoton say, oh, Niapro ne essaya. On super faculty can be sat on mamma. Oh, as answer what would I and wouldn't my dear the quack. John don't can't just say, we are say you, why in the second officer. Jobe to ama but wo akwakoto ade no ahwe yie na ese wo hwe se ade we ya pro ade we anu bo fufufu ade we bibi egui mento nti no matter how expensive it is no wonim say previously no me turn 100 cedis and there's a promotion crab na say it so a e bia na economic forces binti no ne ma no board former neighbor nso emba forming kusin pempe so bia e be so cheap awo beto Intino unim say na metono 100 cities aba 95 aba 90 cities it's okay force within sa premise na so to ne man too better so are there no but unko dwom na unko hu se ne ma ye fofufu ye bone dongo me too better na dongo me no ye nkofo bi so a bibia e ya se no ana near to expire ne akwakoto
eno kra na kan ma be baso yi
na uko hu sa ne ma na so akwakoto a enya bone ese near to expire bia na campus yinu ana posu ba
na expire
and them to me edi ntimidi anya hwe but na ya ne say ade na wato na near to expire no ono de akɔhye baby date na wo hu na aka bosu ba ko na mienu na expire no no asesa no ko bia 6 months ana 1 year
omo timi sesa no
omo ye tembia
ekwan ben so no mo fa
say wo awo consumer no went to me hu ana FDA fo
But me say FD for me bato asam na waka sisi ana say product bi ba expire nipa a woton product no etimi fa no asesa expiry date no is that really true makwa cross bi
no correct ade a esi e wo ye man mu a etede bi a yebusa hu sa dentina won wo ye wo di dwa no wo di sa adwuma no because oni akọ o ye product na ma ehu say adne se susa bia ya udia yen so bonni wo so but ono no dwen sika akose munu against oni akono apomuden no asesa no say me bra penika no you must know your product bia wo said de ete e wo ni su e wo ne ban e wo ni ade bia ma ne dance se o hwe right na wo product no say expiry date ni nko a different from every other writing it tells you that likely say or might tamper with the date.
Okay.
Because usually the expiry date, the manufacturing date, and the barcode usually they have the batch number. No?
Yeah.
They have similar writings. Who say the one a war that best say different from the all the other writings are a red flag. I just say a possible say or more atempa with. Because first of all, on paper they will use a strong chemical. Abepa all date new. Ti horrible say hono crap no say adina yellow. Hono kwa ko fita kakra. Date be that date no hono kwa ko fita kakra. Answer omo de omo nsa na omo de omo e bia no my no matro. Then that writing looks different from all the other writings. Inti enu say one way about who say there say ya temper with the date markings are ubehun.
All right.
So but I was going to say that today Abraham Pelican I say adibiara autobia na say hu adekono. Say SOMPA rice ta auto a. So hu say SOMPA rice ne color ne ye red and a yellow. So okono say red no eh say orange. I just say there is something wrong with it. Yellow no sunu after I say there is a it is wrong. So you must know the colors of the product you buy. Adibia what tobia no. So say the colors net no. There is nowhere a manufacturer say the colors are on advertisements. Inti no say colors of product was sample a red flag for you. Say who say the be out on the pump and the smell of the product. Eteno afimta ne de say the pump and they different from the metal last week no. It means that you must be careful. And then even the feel also must say the ete. Also say feel near different times. So say it is possible say something has gone wrong. So being beyond ubekwa expiry date in the manema pono, the real looks of the product can even tell you say bibia koso. It should let you know say no way there and regular. But yeah, you di ABOTCHIE ya teso mama boka don't come here ne nyina akoto eguso. But as a man one kasa unko wunya before you take that action.
Okay, mamenko ora Samuel agree. And China me say no emwa na food and beverages association of Ghana mo de boa FD for say de be abobe boa mo ama yeah consumers no yeah kodwaman so akwakoto mo product no you be get the right product.
That's it. Now, so you agree. This is a time we are consumption of course. Sure. Who send a ban so. Unso bio dimu one cup and obedi two. This month's about. Obesa niaman. Inti niama bi wo no mo awuka koto. Bibi it is a canned product especially.
Yeah.
Milk products, chocolates. Yakra diaba. Sa niama ni na awuka koto. Tesenia okay, no cheche mu no. Wo hwe date. Ansa ye obi bebre ho no mu a wo kote say shopping malls. Okwa kodi wodwa. Unim say nema da ho na ekrochi but still and so ye.
I also check you verify dates, you know.
Yeah. And I ko dwom so na okwa koto a. Nema na wo ton bibi ti say tin tomato. And over time highly inacidic.
Yeah.
Into we say chance no can na de nema na egu no. Ana rubber na de sa nema na egu no e blow to kakra no. And no nche say product no o ma shada no moto e bia na wo ko fire no sa na tie wo ho kan bia say o ye den o reject sa product.
Sure.
Na ye no around this time nya ebe hu bia no eyi FDA asotwe
de mo hu bia no we FDA asotwe. All right.
Say ye hwe na bibi enko yi a ye be ya ne say o mo no mo ye regulatory
authorities no
ntino ye bo mo koko say seni ye hu ha mo fa mo ni nko ho amukoshe se bia ne ekoso no ya yehu ne no ano no a to mukona se senate bia no so no ombehwe se asude bia na say asude bia se de mawa e de be ma se onema ne be sizia no be
no mo sizia
na fe no se do fa any administrative process
ana se mrakwan so kra na legal
do be fa so even omo ye regular importers a ye de nyama ba no eno so krapo no wokɔ ne yie na wankɔ ne yie a wokɔ na so wankɔ ne yie a yeba na be hu a yemfa ho nkyɛw nti tembia no
sɛ woka sɛ wokɔ no wankɔ ne yie a no ase kyerɛ no ne sɛn
ene sɛ wakra bibia ba e bia ba mistake ebi adam de buy my coach authority ni say ade me de 1 liter na eba me de color blue say na eba na for work of color red 500 grams so de aba eno no eni wo mo record nti omba no mbe hu a ande o meka che wan is ade we nya wo kan so be na nya na wa ye na che say wa dada wo jenu say no ehun asotwe wo de be ma so ade it is a sad time I say na eye ahwe pa wo nyama eye no because o kaso o kakokra nyama de ba bi one why can be to say this containers o de nyama ba container ba kono nyama bibiri na wo nipa na ko amano ne wo ko hu nyama no o mehwe say nyama we ye say register na register na wakra ni nyina no de bi ada ba nti system ya adopt a bit easy ema dwedifo no bebre ni say nyama no be report na omonga sa hwe eno yes registration is an ema no ema okra kwan so de nyama nako akoye nti it makes it easier than say me de nyama na ba na afi mi hu kwan me fa so me register na egu me warehouse na me to na be kwa fan say me nti e ma so opportunity no e say we yes cash and carry business wo tumi afa so a e be ma bibia ba krom we na wan kasa so wo de nyama na ba na wo hu say wo be bo no dongo me no e bia na emre no nyama na say yo I can say best before data and do and say baby or no more even long before the date when say temperature baby or the man kuku here
almost store you know
temperature are affecting and you know I then say expire by 6 months and 1 year no edi anye ye na wo se me fa kwan bi so aton na wo cotton is antentem na fi wo say e ba na e be hu nyama na e be ka cho say product no ye unwholesome even though it expire so unwholesome and also asotwe wo hono mo edema nti semre mo yedre ubeye the clearance seal authority ni wo let them know ombeba mama be hwe say adewe amo
klemo mo body dongomi e kwan da ho ana
ya ma ho kwan say and you say no ekokrom kra na say consumer bi aso na say enye no say adewe bigidi se bibi wo hunchi na nkofo etu okwa na say eye nia ya bon hu dede no dadade a everyday be ka je ya we say ni betumi na nyeme bi won so ye de ba rebranding
yeah
so akofa nyama na ba na oba be rebranding na one for the right information and so ye the seat of information to the consumer.
So rebranding no ebia etiefo person mo ti ase ye a rebranding no eno ne denga
akofa bibi ti say emo gari kotoko odi aba ana bibi e won chance mu odi aba won say do why registration and so labeling no enye the right labeling na odi call ye no na nema na anya bedru nti anu say obe ende so eno na woni omo tena say che say fa kwan we so fa yesa nema no nti we ye wi ani ama ho kwan na waton oni problem bia na wan kasa hotna warehouse na we yes changes no even though wonye bibi kana na bia no say nya be hu a eno so ye wa asamo ye de be ma nti no nya be ya ni say be yo ma situation ni aba be hwe say na be ya ukọ na se me koto ade we na me hu say ade me label no odu anu wo ye sign the fufrata ezo ade ntia so ade no eno no na ma consumers ni be be suspicious nti afi no so authority no say we ko hu ade we I say nia information e wo hu no ya ye hu bibi nti no ye hwe ma me essence omo ye o ma so trader da na mo nim say nia koso ni no eno records ni na ho betumi a che sampa na we hu na eno ni ye na ma mo kwan say omo ye say e che say ofa hu edi but so one kan na so one kasa do pe e ko ye ni esesa we ya dwedie na no say but in she said that hu be
Abuja for SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country so the yane ayura Richard Abrokwa on your head media relations for the Food and Drugs Authority where okay say we have any dig kobo and as ana ye wo Samuel Agri Executive Secretary ma Food and Beverages Association of Yamada Ghana, and I also have no aiding command. But Mamim Bisa Richard said last year, no, moye soup during the Christmas. Now moye soup, no. Product, ben na munya ya na muhu say, and no na ye fake, a counterfeit, and now says our product no are expired.
Okay, so no, me need some records of the various breakdowns, no, I say, but a cut across all the major products are irregularity in Journey Womb, Ndro Womb, Nku de Sakura, say, Sebronia no beso so na me no ba no so no, almost omusikrum, intina imbe say omo esa no mo yefe. Into no adibiara you created demand for no suppliers to find a way of bringing them in. Into cut across all the major categories. Into Indian but every product used to be one more in under obedi kutiko used to be tom bibia enye de papa mo. Into no de can say ema in that bro nya so enye ni age but ma we in that yes sir would say got to adibia. And this was body papa. Exactly.
Kaka ukọ edwaman so na de ne boy for as against a boy who nim that. Yes. I was a red flag. I was yes.
We want to stress say as a boy foreign say papa. But wow nim say pers like oton be 2 cedis. Ya de aba be do 1 cedi. Unti say advert. Unti say your manufacturer de say bro ntin me ton say ya. So one can to busa will say inti sadi papa. The fact say ye cheap interest say kotugu suna koto. So to me busa will say mbiansa. Now shape who ye inspection of the product very well. They are told it will be koto adibi. I didn't tell them brofu kapo ni ho. Ye krobi sukasa de won. Ade auto do numa de ko say ye nkatie say ye bro nim. Obi de ka say ye sadi adiban we. Now auto you must know what you are buying before you buy. It the message Ghana brofo na yeka. Okoto adibia brofo ni ho you shouldn't buy. It means obviously no. Dabi.
Kasa bi wo ho na kasa no ntia. Na unti men kenkan
ka Ghana ha say e wo ho you should know say obviously no because FDA brofo dey ejuma.
Na brofo na mo dey ejuma na so obi ko fa product bi switch China. Na ye memo na China kasa na wo ho FDA mo license.
Say a Chinese nko na wo ho FDA engine too. Chronic kasa between was so but say a good translation of sa kasa no e say kasim say the be ya me and me registration no me call China da metimi kind brofum ade we ye sompa honey metimi say ye wo na wom e wo den ne say ko ewom metimi kan label no say sa de ewom in the right quantities because you know standard that one dey hwe as a bro so a enye wo biem they say to me say den ewom are they in the right measures abayama who quite say it should be in that standard and sajatum enti no say brofo ni ho ayen FDA fo betimi akan a e kire say yen jintum
na ekwan ben so na sa nneema yi efa enya kwan ewura eye Ghana
ekwan bebre ba ko ne say obi otu ni ba say wi a wetu kwan ko China na so akọ Turkey akọ baby no ko za de bi e wo ho no ato aba say o onu na oni lebusa fo ba bedi nso be wie no na o de esikro ma oton so they come at the port they declare say for personal use but they end up in trade nje cannot asia
it's work because we're not to kwan ko ye fa say Canada no akwakoto ade bi ade na oto ye no o de abase odo na ba be use
na the
but they be wie chire no
na oton ntino one way a sanyema no eko
eba system
number 2 ni say undisclosed products ebu also to be kra niema biba o say ye nkonya but in the middle of the nkonya ahye ho etwesia but in the middle of it no owo FDA product bi uma esenka ye hu asan manaba and because we declare say ye nkonya no at the port FDA will not be included in that container now steps more be idea when they declare it then those products will find its way into the market after you bought this so they be say obi wo te Ghana so ni fie wo Togo nti no okoda Togo o jori ya disa no baga na aba bedidi Sarfo no mo koba ni nyina so de niam fi aman foforo so e de ba obi di fi Togo ba ebi di fi Burkina ba ebi fi the Ivory Coast eba nti your borders na enye solid because of ebusuasem ni nuasem no and see a kwine back so eba and it beyond the unapproved routes in comfort the niamani esi omodeba. So these are some of the ways products are any approved never undisclosed products, some declare personal use, and then those unapproved products.
I'll be getting back to you, but quickly, Mama Sanko, Urasa Balak Green Chain. Now, as a fake counterfeit product, expired products, how more businesses now?
You am the person who one count.
Oh, they be some.
Oh, cross-border trade. Very good. Actually, but your oncophobia almost omo business ni say nyama nkrofo aye no e be hye sumase na omo aye no omo de aba na ye no say nyese ye wo krom omo timemu ho no mo a omo tina and you won't say ye across borders and I de ba ufa bibi ti say black label red label hard liquors na sika wompa no ufa bibi ti say malt for instance.
Yeah.
Achi bebre
black label manu bia ma see afo those times I na me twebi no because me num black label bi me tea be yad the whole day
no inti yehu bebi ukofa bebi ti se Nigeria
yeah
omode bagana enye genuine te befa kanana kwan so na aba eba ye beton wo shops mu no bebre na we say fake.
Now,
counterfeit product.
Say no. Yeah, consumers. We are worried though. How do we know?
Ntino. And ntino yaka say auto product.
How do we know?
Ube who say FDA ajatum. So, what are you assured say regulator no all born who buy food safety system. Or no, it take sa problem na man no
right
wa guarantee amasa dia wote ajatum say enti enton sometime back in Nigeria ya chinkrofo bebre ye gusu chi won
yeah
omo ye black label e wo mo dem
black label no mo ye
wo dem
hey
so ade no ye malt e wo dem
malt ye wo dem
so ade no
e wo Ghana
even her a chrome hanum crap
Ghana
KBC because ya super ya coaching go for mo ye identifiable brands e wo mo edem daichi anajoa obiada no no omo ye Ghana yes Ghana e koso de bia ayecho
uko na ukoto bibiti se milo we kwa ko bie no na wo de go nso hyemu a service viscosity ana dilution na obenya se flavor na obenya se we milo na meno
yeah
na nya milo obewie na obehwie ehunsuo no na ase na etesa ahwea na eguo eno and dissolve say sawdust to say then nema bebre koso
wow
inti ye hwe leading brands and then we try to make those products inti ya no na later no be ka say counterfeit product nkofo akwakoye ufa mortal guinness bebre ho no mo a we hu sa nema no but nenya ne say bibi te can product bia we no bia
yeah
men bia na wonum straight from the can there be
can products bia
and bia na wonum and a product
straight from the can
no
and today na was here
fiegu glass mu
adenti na was here fiegu glass
no we hu ade a eba no it is enya we hu say ema five friends and flavor
bon a we hu kala so eni no so nya we hu
but so bie kan no na straight na wonum a
ene ya nom ne magu ye mu
benum pa so ade aniti no neme bebre ho no mo a am say association no maybe we'll take it on that light na yabua friends regulators in their way say we set up a platform to educate the public about how consumption of certain consumer goods
must go
into no at least we got our own near way I'll be we auto bottled product e work to ankasa mu a esi ho no ma wonu ma de wo be no krapo no ye wo fake because Christmas have a
bottled water. Yes. You were fake.
Yes. The fake in say insuo no in fake. Uhu insuo na o say insuo na me no.
Yeah.
But obi akonya obi bottle a any label clean. So one there no. Enti ono so ko bu insuo egum. Or the cock atoso. Or cock or the besu or aton ama. Nti se traffic mu na oton no. Say then oton na. Enye insuo a producer no aye. Enye insuo a ye bu na free. Ordinary pipe near Toma, especially sachet water, you know, no. Ebrina, Tino, there may be one of our consumer, no, not a way ye authority, no, as we trip it. Then we are all in trouble. Because I won't know, but to me, cotton, sachet water, even bottled water, one who say, baby womb, sentinel, and as a taste, no, quite different. Two so Apple products. Intobio, insunantisa, but I will be beer in soon the source of water. Okoton soon as a good, a wiaswa, and says auto. So, side education way in an essay cosupa. Inti insua nom, nema a wobotu, and nema wakan mu, Nina, and says a dugu, a wiaso, naeton. Inti no say, Yan Shani, ya will say, Neme be one more, yet try say bebon by no. Unfortunately, Nakofa Yaremum, Edia my intino. And you need to regulate and be but we can assist in that area.
I'm sorry, where I came, I said, yes, you could German so. I was here very careful as you. Dear, because I am in Richard Ekano, or say, so one tree, all this Cabacotoya, dear Befi. So you have to be very careful, say, a dear Obracoto, German so dear. You have to be very careful, say, a dear, a whole summer, a beboa. But I don't know, meaning, say, a hammer business, and I am hammer business.
A hammer, recently, we have counterfeit products, smuggling. Na ye bo GRA it is omo modern no monhwe say smuggle goods no so beti esan say the way omo de ba no obehu say truck mi ansa nam kwan so mienu etua ba kuntua nti ho na okwakochi no we ka so munyina na ayewe age say why vigilant akese nyama ba no enu anu no recently ya no sa campaign e course somewhere I think almost 22nd and then make 22nd of this month omochi nyama bebre agiare kaje no or say goes worth around 3.2 million Ghana cedis. Wow. Confiscated and no say no some of the processes are a mass anyama no ebaku it is a vigilantism na nkoso a ebedi internet ka say yenhwe ye mo etua ho duty ye the right processes no akoba ne sa pe na akofa problem aba esan se wonim sa de we am de abe akosura me ko bebi a betumi ato 95 obi so be ko no so beto no 90 so one there no eno no ye price regulations but obi ko na sa de ne ye 70 cedis a nipa na chese ni duty no tua na se wentua ana otumi ton sa no then you raise an eyebrow and you say e bia de ne ye fake and as a counterfeited product, but unfortunately, no point at the end of fast back room. And I be brand new so no money man fa can answer say ba. And yes, on my beton pepe oba betis waton. Obaton no bora pepe. Say that ebe ya obehu say original. So no profit onya no. It's way above way. Na sanipa no crap on no so entua revenue into no becomes a big problem. Into na tem bia na yebo hu side yebo side ho no say abanhwe na sa area no omunye but in that score no we will say FDA Ghana revenue immigration Ghana police omuna oboda
okay
ma na ntumi amfa omuni ase no big problem because the only way we can catch it is the middle of the night and then when the goods are being cut from one end to the other.
Okay, actually, my first calls today, but I want to find out from you, FDA. You say you share the majority of the products by you German so. Your label will be counterfeit. Your label will be fake. It be so mostly expired. you share some products now. Do na ye Ghana and I import it, especially with the counterfeit and the fake product.
Okay, so the general principle is say the mechanism they counterfeit the well-known brands. A product to no be any date and no usually they will counterfeit because and like I don't know why he didn't say it. What is happening is that it also affects the revenue that comes to them because no akoto about say no ye X number I say within 1 week esa that's a import be beka ho it's and then the profit now no so it also affects their income or more genuine business no it affects their income.
Majority of the products are imported and I say for counterfeit and fake.
It's for everything because
and Ghana
I don't want to mention brands but well-known brands Ghana some of them are being counterfeited. But
I said, what's information? Those brands, we must know. We have to be very careful.
Yes, we can communicate that. But as well, you send panic information to the system.
Hey.
Yes.
Now, a grandma protecting from those brands.
So for us as regulators, no.
Yeah.
When we see the counterfeit ones, we know the counterfeit ones.
Because the product, I believe, said. Somewhere about 3 or 4 months ago, there was a particular product, Tasty Tom. Why did you come out with that one and you are protecting other brands?
Okay, no. So, no, it was not because the product was counterfeited or registered or fake. Okay. It was because now ingredients be modified and compromising the safety of the product. And no, it was something that was already in circulation. We just have to make sure somebody recall to take those ones out. Not to say that the product is bad in its sense, but for that particular batches being had issues with it. They wanted the consumer to know. Now it's me AFM. So when it's like that, yes, we can come out like that. Say because a product way counterfeit, product way counterfeit here, it will send a lot of panic in the system.
Okay.
What we are doing is that, like, quickly, you should tell the authorities, say, my condom product, we no, this is the effect I mean, yeah, but unusual.
But when it say, before I record, you have more jamo numbers or so the be who be the person can quickly report to you. But my main call ahumano so na mamindi enkomo we embra CCI na me say tie for no omo aye crowd but o betime for 0260 1960 0260 196065. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me pacho dili baby akasa free.
Pacho me nana Suman.
Yo, me pacho wada pacho etie why?
Yo, pacho mamembo abasopa ABOTCHIE. Why dear to go and now me near GG, na me become agent. I mean, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia had yet to Mohammed ne John Boyd. Minia, Yamua and Toya of women Food and Drug Authority. Yamua Toya enough because you think tomatoes know how big you know. Now you're too busy. It's almost someone they are quite what they are to. Well, Yaman and one so quick, I don't want you to know what you say. It's a standard and then who will talk and one. Me a shield, and this is the royal umbrella. I'm not just men in the womb. They are more for you to a good. I am a town to my someone checking. Yeah, you want to play a name. It's what shall I want you to me. That's your door to make so nice and one way. Red, no more than green. I will say a more inside me green. Then I need to put a yam. I understand what some jackets I never knew. I'm going to want to learn now. So when you're about album when you're at church to come, I
Medase Paso Benjamin. Hello, good evening. Yeah, me pacho one of the Casay.
Only evangelist what is written.
Evangelist what is written. What are it's your
and you may go about supply yadi. Now, first of all, Michiana book has a phone. Although not gonna force any, I'm not gonna them prepare the nomina. Every young, you clearly, I'm not gonna for brepa, Mr. A professor. We will move the Dupona or more. yɛn deɛ no wɔ fam sɛ wosɔ ma Ghana ha no a wodeɛ waaka no play akenkan no ɛɛde ma yɛ eti obi a wɔkɔtɔ adeɛ no onni deɛ wɔ ho no eti mo ebie ɛma pɛ sɛ mo kasa that brand wei no aduane wei ɛnyɛ mo ti ntɔ na ɔka sɛ wonam ahwɛ sɛ wonam ahwɛ saa adeɛ wei na ahwɛ no ankɔ akɔtɔ na wotɔ ɛnyɛ yɛdeɛ bɛde na ɛbɛhu dodoɔ no anim akenkan Ghana ha no yɛ life ne tie kɛ maame agada asɛm no baayɛ no yɛmu bi okɔ aka sɛ sɛ wɔtena asɔre dɛm ɛna ɔwɔ ntiɛ no deɛ gada bɔne dɛn na wayɛ obi bɛka lɔya bi bɛka sɛ daabi Ghana ha no yɛwɔ mmara a ɛkyerɛ sɛ nipa bi wɔ no ma sɛbisɛ bi na gye mu wɔ mmerɛ kaafoɔ no mmara no bɔ ɔmo ho ban bi sɛ maame agada koraa sɛ ɔno ama wo fie ne sɛ wona akɔ no wɔ koraa no a mmara no wɔ kwan ɛfa so wɔyɛ adwuma so bɔ no mu a na gye mu wɔ fam nti no woka sɛ mmara ma di sika no ɔno ɔbaeɛ ne nkyɛ sɛ bi nipa no ɔde ne pɛ ne baeɛ eti yɛ ntɛwɔ Ghana nsɛm ne ka kan no yɛmuri bɔ no mu a akenka ne yɛdeɛ mi deɛ bɛma ɛtiɛfoɔ bɛka sɛ pure water no kiafoɔ no de nam ne agogo yɛ na mɔpɛdeɛ nkata so ɔdɔkɔ ɔti pagya nsen a ɛwɔ na cars bebree nam kia ɛne agogo yɛ te sɛ ɔmo nkata so no ma wie no mu saa deɛ bie fɔ dɔm hu cars ɛdi pure water nam awia te ɛdɔ kunu dɔm tɔmɔ hwee
mebatɔ yɛ ne si fɔ ma me
bɛtɔ kyɛ me nka
mebatɔ yɛ ne si fɔ ma me wae
yɛbasɛ mede sɛ mede wie megya wei medum ɛka kyɛ obi sɛ kaka wusie so ɛyɛ apiɛfo adwuma ɛbɛkɛsi ne so a ɔmfa de nka ho ɛ na ɔmo te anapa ɔmɛgyina ɔdɔkɔ ɔti pa gyanse na ɔmokyɛ kaa fɛ kɔ a ɔmo nkata so mde nam awiem na ɔmɔtɔ mokyɛ sɛ monhyia pɛ ɔta kaa yɛnkata so da
Mami Ndawase, I think sir you have made your point na kɔsɔ tie mpanyinfo wɔ ha bɛyi wa no. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Mebatɔ why na me ne kasa yi?
Mebatɔ o ma me comfort na ne kasa yi type.
Eh, ma comfort mebatɔ ho te sɛn?
Nyamia do me ho yɛ mebatɔ na mo so mo ho yɛ deɛ.
Ye ho yɛ ma kɔne wada ma mpatɔ etie wai.
Ebi a yewura na wo mi a mi tia no ani yewura jombo adi mi tia wo na me aka wo na wo ni ko adi wo no empa wo ka na ha no aye wo no a ye ni mra so emra kwa ye mi so wo ka se bra nyan aka aka na yi mi tia ya gada yi ko mu a don't come in and then I ya to so the date no one papa oh that is ya ta dia ya se wọ́n tó àná ṣe déètì nígbò ní ètò ìṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ètò ìdíyà ní ẹ̀tọ́ káfíń ẹ̀dùn wọ̀nyí àwọn ọ̀gá dáadáa ní àgùntàn tó pọ̀ náà ní ẹ̀sùn yàtọ̀ náà wọ́n mẹ́fẹ̀ díẹ̀ nù lẹ́yìn ìdíyà ó lè ta ẹ̀yẹ ìwé ẹ̀yẹ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún sẹ̀ táwọn fẹ́ táwọn náà fún ní mìíràn tó náà ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀ fún tọ́jà yìí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ tún yàrá yà wọ́n jù wọ́n sí káàkiri ní náà wọ́n kọ́kọ́ tún bàtà ọ̀ àmì sẹ́yìn kékeré yẹn I was the one who was mama. I want to get it. Oh, yeah, it's enough. Oh, yeah, it's
Yo, me that's a pass by the hello, good evening.
I don't know when we do up on you.
I got one back to one arm, I want to say.
No more tomorrow.
You might say, what am I telling you?
The dimension problem, example, and if you are more, it's rather so by you, Canada. And not if you can come with national chairman. You, yeah, me can you understand? One more, what your mom in Yalman, and who go to grab it. The people who now, I didn't be able to do more. I'm not going to tell you how to go. You are going to go to the mall.
Yeah, I say, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Prof.
Yeah, me pacho wana me na kase.
What is any edikan?
Me pacho me hoya na wo so hoya there.
Yankofo anda Roma me mo ba me dia na from kase Africa to Prof.
Yo, Africa, nyame aduma e be share edafiada. Wada man pacho etie.
Africa sa, Africa Yankofo ahwe nyina so na emre mu na ye mumra yenso ye be hwe monim pa. Wa ma me kwan de ma me ntia ona bobo a che ja ko. of any another Bobby papa. I want to be chairman VP. Now, Yaji, I'm a money free and this is you. But every was sorry, I'm not
we are questions now. We'll be sending in an obey one.
Okay. And yeah, I have the pass or honor. And some more kind in an maybe me who say, okay, this say, who to be now, so she woke up mana or my mama, he said, dead to go one. And you'll be any much in kind. And I found said, be a maco baby, Maco baby, I'm a to drink beyond my home, then when your cap where she had in the gums at the Okano. And you may cost one more, yes, I am an inano. Many kind of plane. Meaning the Americans, you know, FD for no, one more aware, one winning movie. Copy say, the lim so beer, and FD new home, say, Yamana say. And a dual run is friend or friend on it. I dare say, I saw the enemy, if you walk on, and Yamana woman will be built on an Yama. Oh, that dear. And you know, woman in movie, and I say, you must have said, and probably say, and also food and done before you. I call and say, she should say, so we, and when you met papa, and also when you met papa. Dig an animal. Oh, that dear. And the Yamana question, maybe we can't place it. Woman in movie, because on himself with this, okay, let your own pass almost. Let your own papa this is a good book. It's one dinner, a boy, and he will who can.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Prof.
Yeah, me pato wana menene kasei.
Emmanuel ni Frefri Dowenya.
Ima Frefri Dowenya. Wada ma pato etio.
Ene kami mulai na hot ma.
Yeah.
So solution I what problem ni ya ne se. Ti di made Ghana goods. Ebini your friend here, your local rice, your tomatoes, your moko. Because chemicals normally any man harmful to us. Am I? She keeping infection the grabber man. We have it any man no. We saying to the most if Nigeria back in the accident to applying so I say. And now people are rushing taking them up and doing because they are saying of the accident will be more to the urban this year. And I rush it out and economic attack. And I'm so far and sure that they share more to me. I'm more to know spy. And I tell Cassie I stand it to but that's not even yet the Ghana has it. It's the cost of phone any food and that will phone to come and as animal in the house because a team will Nigeria have in an accident or one new term out the winner committee 25 and a winner accident. Instead, the mind is a custom, will take custom barrier. I didn't feel it with the car barrier because of the
yeah.
Solution here, I never go and see any comedian. When you go to a friend, local right, one because they one. Up your own good. And I want thing to understand when you hold my mind.
Hello, we watch Otemenkana.
And the two can see, I never acquire. That's all when you hold my mom by a trophy, pork, send the calamo. Monitor plan because a cool for special color normally say and I'm then you're very, very, very bad.
Yo, I mean, that was 6 so bad, so let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Masum, live from Casamance Market, Accra, Ghana. Everybody, but where there?
I don't want to who and also, eh?
Hey, you go down over. The one you cry first, let's can I promise to just go back.
Sika, who's a Sika ball?
Mother, yeah,
let's come to me patcho. Horrible. Yet you.
I'm a patcho about my dear. What I go up and a bright temple on one delegate echo to Abamano on one echo. I was that connection so do MBA for the about almost good, almost drink it.
Oh, look, going to get a parking in Adaya. I want that already there. A dear say, Mother, my Yagan, for me came in bois. You want to go to the travel car. I need 3 days. I know all over the court and all what I didn't remember. I'm not going to
me pacho udimi nkase omo akwajiska ebia omo akwa nhwehwem omo hu say product ne eye papanti eri ama omo
yo but ani enter one year no I go Christmas don't come are you PMB wa class PMB what go say go 2 city make them to 5 if that for that I go Christmas and after you I think I'm go phone
hello, good evening.
Reverend Dr. Professor Engineer ABOTCHIE, good evening.
Good evening, Medase, for the titles you've given me. Why?
Sure. Well near Asoribani, Kwabukua this year.
Asoribaya Kwaba, Warama Patriotti, why?
Edika Mamimo Abaso, Namintia, the net MPP flag bearer, Dr. Brand, a champon. Na Machia MPP incoming national chairman Yura me papa Ibuache Jakon because I think yes Obadomi Kwabenya e furu bi Isaac and you don't have friend chairman any mami soja omu papa panti mom siminchia
me pa choka chomo se me chia omo pa
good na mabo abaso ye begi bronyen enye bibia na radio stations no be politics the do be na on my ni mu asem nipa no daachi nyame nhyira so akofa food and drugs board edomaba studio ho na me pese me bisa me mpanifo ni say aban me ka ban anya ndisi aban an MPP aban na mo resources mo mfanya adwuma ni yie anase omu ni workers di nti America sa no ABOTCHIE wo ho abeti say cable bi awura system ni ye fake cable dey wire dan cable dey awura system ye fake into food and drug board someone na sa nyama we nyina show mate hwe pure water ye nom wo Greater Accra ha se me mpani ye wo studio say some wo workers say call rounds call baby
me answer na mema wanu kra ato na wo ka say food and drugs board for omo no mo hwe cables na and they say be say Ghana Standards Authority na eya mo hwe sa nyama no so but you can go ahead with your submission.
Okay, good. Me that is what me o. Oko say to say Greater Accra emia ye pure water ayi ade dia ye no mi mo ni din eye say 1 cedi o say 2 cedis mi bi na sonkrofo se wo emia ko hu baabi a nipa na bodu machine asi a oso wo ye pure water na nyame na boye hu ban hwe ye be di bronyen ya se nyame nyina na fruit kra e free ye kuro nketua mu ba kwadu eye green ade be chi no mo de sack akoba hu ye bibia pepi hu na kwadu na bere sa nyame nyina mi mpanifo ye wo ti do hu omunim enti omo mo so kakra
me da say
na dunu omo mo so galamti say yen so temo so ye enke han dia na mo ba be kunya ya na
Mami now say I think we'll do with the last caller so we can take the responses from a guest our most studio. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me pacho
ABOTCHIE.
Yeah, me pacho wana me ne kasoi.
Pacho umi ebe ma jeno wana mini asori banyina na tu ye conscious ya domi.
Wadaruma ebreti ame intine bonite o mame why.
Oh, one and this is for the actions speaks louder than words. Yeah, I mean kasa bebrinku. No bonu tu amo se ta na okeni.
Sure.
Aha, mama uka 30 seconds. What ya there? Yen teacher du mo be contract. To ma ko
kasa o kenyi na ro anka o ka wasa banka baranka ye ko.
Okay, any mo be go ma so. Kaka me can say, will make sure that all the institutions work because they will make sure that they work through the head of any of the institutions. That will make my university researching agenda and now God ever baby put a food and drug board. You are you a cocoa board. You are you a Bank of Ghana governor. You are you a here. Send me a query next year. We are going to monitor them both for both.
All right. My woman, last caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, me pacho una last caller. It's you.
Yes, thank you, ABOTCHIE, Professor ABOTCHIE.
Yeah.
I'm taking this opportunity to tell all the course many last Mr. Mpabi in Kumasi.
Mr. Mpabi Kumasi, thank you so much. Let's hear you.
Oh, okay. I just want to congratulate you on this particular subject you brought up today. We need more of this, kind of educative topic. Now, I thought we Food and Drug Authority now, Master, Ghana food, to be very honest, can you because the kind of work I do, the meeting so I have been encountering so much.
Under 30 seconds, you're not facing my wife.
Oh, okay. Most especially in drinking sports now where you cook it or more because people are selling poisonous drinks to people. A tight drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Or more because a poor amount for slurry. That is much.
All right, by Nasi, na the Edumedi no bahaya, but on the darker side of life, your friend Ura Gabriel Jenfi on the darker side of life. Ni papa baby Gabriel Jenfi, Juma, our Ghana Education Service, Bono East Regional Education Directorate. On any nuanum, Asantia over Wenchi and Accra Usu Wojema, Nyamia Duma, Saturday day, the 29th of a year. Of November 2025 ye kwa kusie ye papa ebusua paying amo Steven with 68 years we dey besere ebusua no etun safro bibia se womra na womumeja yen na me papa prekope ebusua paying amo Steven aka cornerback nyame aduma Saturday ye pedokra bre ewo enkransa busua ntina busua fo nyina mumra na mummeja me because papa ne da for me aka cornerback enti baby awo bi agabi unu nuanom sister Asante ene Accra wojema de kan na say mun shedding na mun ka kire ma me say ne back of ABOTCHIE say on shedding pa say yes sorry ye kwaro do na ma me nkwe Food and Drugs Authority I say what are issues bebre about oho menu Richard Abrokwa but in sebra no yenko
okay ntino in some banya jada say FDA hu hia magana fo nyina
sure
say usoro anopa ansana be da no now ni FDA product be di nkita ho is I say oh ya fasting po a ubenu musuo ubetutwe say ntino FDA hu hia the person make cardio count trophy asem say trophy ya bani wo Ghana
trophy is a banned product in Ghana good and say you are buying at your own risk okay in temper time you call
yeah bani because of the fat I war technique onim no it be best mo motor no munjai even beyond the color na you approved color no pono trophy is banned the next one has to do with obviously, no one buy near the gum again. It's not true.
Yeah.
Every product